What's going on, internet? I am the mass man. Um, and I just recently got done watching uh a speech that Kanye did at Oxford, and he made a comment in the presentation that he gave that racism is done. Racism is dying, or racism is dead. And I hear a lot of people saying that we live in a post-racial society, and racism. I think Chris Rock had said, I think, don't let me know if I'm misquoting him, that racism is on its last legs, and you know, it's about to die out. I live in Louisiana. I don't live in the place. I don't live in the deepest part. I live in the upper part of the boot. I don't live in Baton Rouge or New Orleans, but the place where I live in Louisiana, you see a lot of beige babies walking around. There's a lot of swirling going on in the South. A lot of people think the South is this super racist place for some reason. Now, I haven't traveled to every place in the South. I don't know about every town in the South. Maybe it's very racist, maybe it's very openly racist in other places. But I've been to a couple of cities in this state for school when I went to school. And I haven't really encountered blatant racism. So you see a lot of interracial dating. You see a lot of people having children interracially. You see a lot of older white people, pushing beige and dark skinned black children around in buggies. So a lot of people have the impression that racism either no longer exists or that it's gone away. And a lot of people say something when an incident happens, like an unarmed black person getting shot, or some wealthy white person that is beloved, somebody like, I don't know, a Hulk Hogan, when they get caught saying nigger. So many black people are so shocked. They're shocked when they hear older white people that are 60 and 80 saying nigger. They're shocked when they hear somebody like a Justin Bieber, somebody who I think is actually younger than I am. I'm 26. I think he's younger than me. They shocked when they hear like a Justin Bieber saying nigger. They're shocked when they hear like a Paris Hilton saying nigger. They cringe when they see, the Kardashian referring to themselves as the KKK, the like black man. They get taken aback by this, and they say, I'm shocked that people are still racist. I'm shocked that people are behaving this way. And I'm shocked that they're shocked that racism still exists. I'm shocked that they're shocked. I can't comprehend how people can be that naive. I really don't understand it. It's like, I'm not a guy that's the most tech savvy, not right now. And before I tried to make social media a career, I didn't have a Facebook, I didn't have a Twitter, I still don't have an Instagram. So I wasn't no social media guy. Didn't see the purpose in it. So, but I do pay attention, and anytime you go on anybody's page that is black and it has a significant number of views, like I will say 100,000. It's got 100,000 views. I say that's significant. Any black person doing anything, no matter what age they are, you will see a significant amount of racist comments. World Star is filled with racist comments. There are a couple of dozen websites dedicated to right racists. I think one of them is called Stormfront. I think that's a racist website that I became aware of. I've never gone there, but I'm aware that it exists. There's this thing that exists like on Twitter or on Instagram where white people will get black women and gay black men to write nigger on their body and to just be in these compromising positions, and they take pictures of them in cages and they just do all kinds of weird shit with them. Weird sexual racist shit. So I find it hilarious how you can look at all of the evidence that's online. You can look at all of that, and you can look at the condition that you're in as a black person. That you can look at your condition in this country. You can look at all of the things that they say about you when their face and name is unknown. You see all of that, and you in your mind think that racism is going somewhere. That this new generation, these millennials, they're not racist. They're not on that racist shit. They really like black people. I think that that if we're talking about racism is big. Racism is about everybody. But the thing that made me make the video was Kanye West saying that racism is going away because, and let me get the people that he named, because the Cosby Show, Obama, and Beyonce. Racism is going away because of the Cosby Show, Obama, and Beyonce. And it's not about racism, it's about class. Well, whether it's about racism or class, or, we're at the bottom of the class. And we're the ones that can never move up in class. And Beyonce, Cosby, and Obama is tokens. They are token black people. They are a few of the most talented people that you will ever meet in your life who got a little bit of money that they can't even spend as they see fit. Cosby couldn't buy a network, and the network was for sale. Obama either can't or won't say anything on behalf of black people, and he's supposedly a black man that's president. And Beyonce does not speak at all. She was like the first person ever to do a Vanity Fair cover and didn't even have an interview. Now, maybe it's because she doesn't feel that she's intellectually equipped to be interviewed. Maybe it's because she did it to stand out. I don't know what the motivation of her not saying anything, but Beyonce is not a person who says anything. And she does, she's just, I don't know. I don't know. She's just a super talented black woman who does not speak ever. She doesn't ever talk. You never hear Beyonce talking. If you hearing Beyonce's voice, she's singing, but she's never talking about anything. So this idea that racism is something that's nipped in the bud is very annoying to me, and I wish black folks would stop saying that. I wish black folks would stop saying that young people are going to get rid of racism. That is all old people. That is just old people that are racist. Nobody, none of the millennials are racist. They own some totally different shit. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. You think that the internet is just filled with 60-year-old trolls? They ain't nothing but 60-year-old internet trolls going to Waka Flocka videos, calling him all types of niggas. You think that's what's happening? You think that's why all these comments? Or you think it's one person with 1,000 different accounts typing in all these videos and shit? Man, come on, man. People want to speak their minds. They want to diss black people, but they don't want to get in trouble for it. So they take it to the internet where their face and name won't be shown. And in their practices, what they do with their money, what they do with their support, how they behave in a way that benefits themselves and their group. You got two now. What I was trying to say. You got two kinds of white people towards black people. For the most part. Not all, but for the most part. You either have white people who do not like black people, who don't like black people, actively dislike them, anywhere from hate to are annoyed by them, or you have white people who don't give a shit about black people, which is different. Because one is hate and one is apathy. And I don't want you to think that they're the same. One group is trying to hurt you. Now, maybe that group isn't that big. So if you are talking about racism from the perspective of somebody out there trying to get you, or somebody on the internet calling you the N-word, that may not be half of the country. That may not be. That may be a fraction of all. That may be 30%. That may be 30% of the white people online typing in all these comments, going to Stormfront, donating money to people who kill black people before the facts of the case have even been, disseminated to the public. Maybe that group is small, but apathy is totally different. See, apathy is, I don't care if your kids die. I don't care if the group of people that I belong to disenfranchise your people and now you need help. I don't care. Get it together. I don't want to do anything to help you. I don't care about your problems. A child died, I don't care. A man died, I don't care. I think that there's just a significant amount of white people, even white people who consider themselves liberal, who just don't care about you one way or the other. They have no interest in you outside of you entertaining them. Now, they may be into hip hop. They may watch, some of your movies or videos or whatever it is that you do, your sports. They may be entertained by you, but at the end of the day, they don't care about your well-being. They don't think about the well-being of black people ever. Ever. It doesn't matter whether you do all right or not. And I think that black people, you need to understand that whether racism exists or it doesn't, whether it's still a problem or if it's gonna die in the next 4 or 5 years, you need to understand that what's gonna be left is a lot of apathetic white people who have no interest in doing anything for you. So even if that's gone, that's what's in its place. So if you're thinking that you're gonna work together and you're gonna buddy up with somebody and you're gonna be real tight and close, once their parents die, then you are insane, is what you are. You're insane. They do not care about you. And why do I say they don't care? What is the evidence that they do care? What white person is speaking up on your behalf? There's Tim Wise. There's the reporter that lobbied to get Laquan McDonald's case heard. There are individuals here and there. But this isn't no massive group of people. This is not no massive group of people that are concerned about your well-being. Tim Wise is kind of hated amongst white people. White people don't really like Tim Wise. And the kid that recorded the video of the cop beating up the girl in the bathing suit, they didn't like that kid. They don't like, why, if racism is dying, why do all the people who do shit that's actually noble towards black people, why do they get so much hate? Why aren't they embraced by any visible white person? If racism is on its last legs, if it's going away. But that's my opinion on that. I'm still evolving my opinion. I'm still, growing my opinion. So help me with that and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you think racism is going away? Do you think racism is a problem of the past? Do you think the millennials, for the most part, aren't racist or give a shit about black folks? Leave it in the comments. Like the video, dislike the video. Be honest. Subscribe to my channel. If you want to send me any questions, any topics, anything that has to deal with the media, you can send me an email at mrmassmansbusiness@gmail.com. That's massmans with an S. You can follow me on Twitter at the Mr. Massman, Daily Motion at the Mr. Massman, Facebook at the Mr. Massman. That is all I have to say about this subject, and I will see you in the next video.